The call came at 3:17 a.m. Static, then a voice, flat, distant. We found the car. I sat up, sheets twisted around my legs like restraints. The words didn't register. The car was submerged, just off the eastern dock. I couldn't speak. Only one body recovered so far. Only one, not two. I was still holding my phone when the line went dead. My wife and my daughter were supposed to be in that car, together. She said it was nausea, a stomach bug, something about cramps. Our 13-year-old needed a hospital, she said. You stay, I'll take her. Trembling hands, nervous smile. And then, nothing. 3 days, no calls, no signal, no answers. Now they'd found a car, and only one body. I didn't believe it at first. Shock is clever like that. It dulls you before it kills you. The coroner confirmed it was my wife they pulled from the wreckage. Seatbelt on, no trauma, engine still running, drowned by silence. But no trace of my daughter, not in the car, not nearby, not anywhere. That was when the grief started to rot, and the doubt set in. Because something didn't fit. My wife had never driven that direction before. She hated the coast. And the hospital she claimed to be going to was in the opposite direction. The timeline was off. The mileage didn't add up. And worst of all, my daughter had messaged me an hour after they supposedly left. Just one word, help. I didn't cry, didn't scream, didn't drink. I listened, watched, waited. Checked her laptop when the police handed it back. Encrypted folders. One was labeled with our daughter's initials. I broke into it. Photos, documents, search histories, conversations, ultrasound scans, dated before our daughter was born, but not from the same hospital, not even the same father. Emails exchanged with a man named Ellis, back and forth, years of secrets. Plans to start over. She told him I wasn't mentally stable enough to handle the truth. I wasn't meant to see any of it. She was preparing to erase me. And my daughter? She was never just ours. She was leverage, collateral, or worse. I found Ellis. He lived just 30 minutes from the crash site. Divorced, no kids, quiet job at a marina. I waited outside his apartment, watched him leave, then broke in. The walls were covered in maps, coordinates, handwritten notes, letters in her handwriting. But one thing stopped me cold. A photo, framed, recent. My daughter, alive, standing on a dock, hair tied up, smiling, forced, eyes empty. She wasn't dead, she was taken. I copied everything, left without a trace, returned home, waited. Not for justice. Justice is blind. I needed vengeance. 2 weeks later, I met Ellis face to face. I had arranged it through a burner email, posing as my wife's attorney. Said there were final documents, inheritance, something he needed to sign. We met in a quiet cafe off Route 11. He smiled when he walked in. The same smile I'd seen in those emails. I never got to say goodbye to her, he said softly. I slid a photo across the table. It wasn't of my wife. It was of him, holding hands with my daughter at a gas station, time-stamped after the accident. He froze. You made mistakes, I said. She was never yours. I know everything. I have backups in 4 locations. You'll never touch her again. His lip trembled. You don't know what she promised me. I leaned in. She promised me forever. And she gave you my child. He tried to speak. I stood and walked away. Left him there to drown in it. My daughter's safe now. I found her. I didn't bring her home, not yet. She's with people I trust, away from the shadows that raised her, away from the ghosts I couldn't kill. She doesn't know the full truth, only what she needs. That her mother died in an accident, that her father never stopped looking. And one day, when she's older, when her heart can survive it, she'll know what her mother tried to do, and what I undid. I buried my wife 3 weeks ago. No speeches, no obituary. Just a headstone with no name. Because some people don't deserve one. Just silence and water, forever above them.